Hello and welcome back to the Hainan Master Spring Invitational EU Closed Qualifiers. My name is Nomad, joining me is Mo Farah as we are into the final series of these qualifiers, and it is Chicken Fighters versus Aggressive Mode, and Aggressive Mode leading one game up. Mo Farah, what went wrong for Chicken Fighters in that last game, as they are the upper bracket team, they are the favoured team in this matchup? What happened?
Let me get the long list out. Hang on, 1 second. Darkseer has not made them look successful, I think. Charlie just died to the Wyvern solo twice. I think that was pretty bad. And the Borneo just is very good at TA. And there you go, they take it out.
Yeah, good. There's the first thing that I wanted to happening. The TA getting banned out. I'm a little bit surprised about the Elder Titan ban. I would have maybe liked to see the Enchantress because I'm a little bit worried. But nevertheless, the TA getting banned is good. I think this is putting them in a slightly better position. But there's that Disruptor coming out again from Aggressive Mode. Chicken Fighters, you've got 2 picks now. What's available for them? They could go for the Wyvern. Omni? They could go for the Lich. They could go for the Omni. Yep, all good options.
I think Omni Lich sounds okay.
Yeah, I can take that.
What about...
5 seconds remaining.
Well, now get Darkseer.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that at all.
Okay.
I mean, they could go for like a Trio Protector if they wanted to do something a little bit different. I mean, I think Lich has to be one of the two, I would assume.
Yeah, you can have
too
discount
good to
Lich,
pass.
can you? Alright,
Well, they go
Wyvern. Yeah, I like Wyvern. Oh. And they grab the Druid for themselves, so they take the Wyvern away from Aggressive Mode and still get Charlie as Druid. And yeah, now like, ha! Counter it now, idiots! Let's see what Aggressive Mode have in store.
Don't they just pick Lifestealer here?
They could pick Lifestealer, they certainly could. There's a variety of heroes which can do not so badly against the Druid.
I also think they might just pick Borneo SF here and then just ban out mid heroes. Oh, they go for the Slardar themselves again.
I do like this hero. I think it seems really, really strong to the hands of Skylark. He's been killing on this Slardar. And Corrosive Haze on the bear. It's just going to make him so squishy.
I think Drow and SF are the two that I'd be looking at and worried about, I think, if I was Chicken Fighters now. I think they shows look pretty strong. Yeah, okay, they banned the Lifestealer. That was the other one we talked. And I think Omni Knight still being in the pool should be something that, yeah, they ban out on aggressive. The Omni Knight's just so good at enabling the bear, takes off the Thunder Striking lane, takes off the amplified damage from the Slug. Very, very good against physical damage, which when you see a Slardar, you know it's going to be coming your way. I wonder what they want to ban here on Chicken Fighters. I think the Drow is something that we've seen second phase banned a lot. And I think I'd be surprised if it got let through. And I'd be even more surprised if it didn't get picked up.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure we're going to see the Drow if it doesn't get banned out here. Let's see what Chicken Fighters do. Yeah, they definitely can't take it themselves. I think Druid Drow sounds pretty insane.
But again, Wyvern, one of the better heroes against Drow. You're keeping people alive. The curse is really strong up against all this physical damage.
Yep, true.
I don't know if you can proc on your allies with marksmanship. Unsure.
Don't know. I also don't know if Slardar procs back to the deep on his allies.
Ooh.
Okay,
he go back for the Lich.
Enchantress.
Oh no.
There it is. The Enchantress comes out from Aggressive Mode, and now Chicken Fighters, they have an option here. They can take the Drow away and take it for themselves, but that sounds awkward. Or they can give it to Aggressive Mode and have Enchantress, Lich, Slardar as a lineup for them. That is just going to sound horrible if they want to go down that route for Aggressive Mode.
So the worry I see for Chicken Fighters at the moment is all these heroes feel pretty static, right? Like they don't really make plays on the map. These three, so they need something that's going to get active, make space for them. Otherwise, this Slardar wrench is just going to run at you like over and over. Oh, okay. I don't mind that.
I don't mind it either. I don't love it. I'm not in love with it. I think Disruptor's a really good pick into Brewmaster as well. It gives you a very strong option to pick him off before his ulti comes out, especially with the extra damage from the Slardar and the Enchantress. But it's definitely an all-round good hero. It's a frontliner. It's not Darkseer, which is a great plus.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, dude, I realised Lil just levels enchant and takes over the bear.
5
Easy.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, that doesn't work for
Easy
any listeners out there who are
peasy.
concerned. Although Rubik can get a bear.
He can. It's awful.
He can
but,
give it items,
you know.
but he's got to make sure to put them back quickly.
I think the bear dies when you lose the skill as well. I'm pretty sure.
It does, yeah.
You're getting like really close to like running out of bear, and you're like, oh god, quick! I need to steal it again.
But if you steal bear back, he'll still have the items on him.
Yeah, I know, but like,
When can you steal bear?
yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No. Best job is maybe like a courier service. It's probably the most
And
value
even
you're
if you
gonna get out
get
of bear.
You don't get like Savage Raw or anything either, so it's pretty well.
Do you not?
No, because it's part of the Lone Druid's kit. It's a spell in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I
I
would
have it
assume
as
so
well.
anyway. Oh yeah,
I
I
think
get.
you're wrong.
Yeah, maybe. I don't actually know. I was just chatting a lot of rubbish. They need some like lane matchup against the Brewmaster that's okay here. I'm trying to think of Skitter here. It's like the Bloodseeker would have been really good here. Unfortunately, banned out. I still think Drow's in the pool. That has to be an option for them. I don't know how much of a fan Skitter is of that. Oh yeah, okay. There's the SF for Borneo.
Shadow Fiend Borneo. That's good. That's a nice one.
They just have loads of minus armor again with the Slardar and the S.
Yeah. Yeah, if he doesn't get one, he'll take the other. A nice, easy, straightforward pickup for Borneo.
Dire team
Doesn't
back.
the Ench purge off the Frost Shield as well with the enchant?
Yeah,
It's pretty
she
good.
does. She
And
does.
It must take off the bruise. I don't know what
Drunken
it's
Brawler.
called. Yeah, like the effect when he's trying to run away.
It might do. It might do. I'm not sure on that one as much.
What? I think you ban up the Huskar here.
10
I would
seconds
assume. I
remaining.
mean, they have Slardar SF. It's not horrendous, but I think you just take away that like, kind of win condition for them. Make space for the Lone Druid. Take some really early Roches with those two big cores. What else? I mean, Rays are still in the pool. It's okay. Trying to think of other tempo heroes that. I mean, Clinks they could ban if they really wanted to.
Yeah, Clinks could be a really good option
Supreme-
for Chicken Fighters. I'd like this, that, actually.
It was that option before as well, right? Where Supreme played Clinks. Oh, they banned the Meepo instead. Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. Would have been a great pickup here. Alright, final pickup for aggressive mode. They need themselves a carry. The Lifestealer's still looking tempting, but banned out actually in that second phase. Now that I think about it, so what other options are there for aggressive mode?
Yeah, this is a difficult one.
10
I could do
seconds
CK
remaining.
actually. I like
CK's
that idea.
okay,
5
but it's
seconds
pretty bad
remaining.
against Brewmaster's Dispel.
Oh,
He
yeah,
just kills
true,
all the
true, true.
illusions.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Radiant
They could pick like PL or something as well.
What? Oh,
Jesus.
God, they're doing it. They are doing it. Aggressive mode have picked up the Ricky. Sticky Ricky Dicky.
It looks like a decent Ricky game though. There's two these, you know.
Don't say those words.
so
Don't say
get some
decent
wide-
Ricky game. But I know what you mean. It's the silence feels really good in this game.
10 seconds.
Yeah, the Silence Cloud feels good. Like you have reach to get onto the Wyvern and the Lich in the back line.
5
You have good
seconds
burst
remaining.
potential to try and bring the Brew down before he gets his split off. I think it's okay. They have 3 pretty greedy cores is the only thing. So if they start to fall behind, I think that's a bit of a problem for them. Like there's not going to be enough space for them to farm like all 3 cores.
Yep.
And we've seen Supreme play a really good Clinks. He's done this thing where he kind of just runs around and picks off these greedy cores that are farming by themselves a lot. So look out for that.
Yep, Clink Supreme is going to be the pickup for Chicken Fighters in that middle lane. Meanwhile, they're going to have Ricky on aggressive mode playing in the safe lane. Oh, this is going to be a spicy matchup. Two rat heroes facing off against each other against these big, beefy main cores. The Lone Druid with the Clinks and the Shadow Fiend with the Ricky. Man, this is going to be an exciting game. What do you think from these drafts? Where's your allegiances going to lie?
I think I
10
have to bet
seconds remaining.
on Supreme's Clinks, I would think. I think he's just played too well on it. My only problem is that, again, if aggressive mode do have this good start to the game, they have these 3 greedy cores that are all going to scale. Their lanes look decent as well, and I think they have the potential to. Like, Lil should be able to win top lane with the bot lane with the Slardar. Ricky Disruptor's not a great lane, but I think it gets enough done. So I'm going to go with... Oh, it's so tough.
I'm not sure you're giving Ricky Disruptor enough credit. Okay, how about an easier question? Who do you think is going to get the first 10 kills?
The first 10 kills? Oh no, because the betters all scream at me if I don't get it right. I would probably go for a...
He'll anger the horde.
Yeah, I think I'd go with aggressive mode for that.
I think they
have
as well, yeah.
the most potential to make the plays on.
Yeah, Druid doesn't do much, generally speaking, unless he has like an insane time. Brewmaster as well, not a great kill, a Secura, but Supreme could go pretty nuts, and they have 2 good supports to help him out if he does. Meanwhile, I think when it comes to winning, yeah, first 10 kills definitely get aggressive mode, but when it comes to actually winning, ooh, I'm gonna say Chicken Fighters. I'm betting with my heart because I want a 3rd game here. I want to go all the way. I want to bring it down to a best of 1. I want to get down to the line. But I do like the drafts. I really like these drafts. I think it's incredibly close.
And Lil destroyed when he played Ench last time. That's the other
Yes.
thing. We have to
Yeah,
remember.
it's the Lil factor, isn't it? It's how much is he going to get done? Is he on a hero which can solo win the game? He was playing Wyvern last game, and that was enough. So yeah, the Enchantress is going to be a threat. What do they have to deal with an Ench?
They don't have a lot of magic damage, do they?
They don't.
That's a problem.
It is. Maybe you just Winter's Curse her and watch her teammates tear her apart.
Oh, hopefully. That would be great. I really hate Ench players.
But that'd be
so,
really
you know,
therapeutic for Lil's team as well, I think.
just take all their anger out.
Yeah. So shouting at us and being toxic. No. Maybe he's reformed. Maybe he's reformed. This is entirely allegedly
Don't be
based
mad.
on... Thank you, Lil.
He gets cursed and he just goes, "Don't be mad." That's what I want to see.
Yeah. To be fair, if a team wouldn't be playing this well if they had a guy who was just shouting at them the entire time, or maybe they would. I don't know.
I don't know. Feels like some teams probably do that.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. I hate the way they blink when they're paused. It's the most perturbing thing. It's like, imagine just being paralyzed there. You can't move. You just have to have all your muscles frozen, yet you're thinking, your mind is active.
Oh dear.
Even if it was just for like 20 seconds, I think that'd be horrible. Trapped in
Okay.
your own fleshy prison.
Oh dear. So he's gone for these mangoes on the SF, pretty standard now. I wonder what Supreme's gone for in his starting build, whether he's gone for a stick, like
What
we
does
saw
He-Man
before.
go for? Well,
Oh,
little
double fairy
yeah,
fire.
it's
Remember
not the
that meme?
same. Yeah, there was 4 fairy fires before, which I much preferred, but he's keeping it more sane this time. Oh, do they really both ward there? What?
Yeah. I don't know why Supreme... I mean, it's all about the rune control, right, against SF as well, so I understand why he's warded there. Kind of sees if the Ench wants to make a move towards mid as well,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's going to get dewarded. Pretty...
Saberlight fighting with the Ricky right now, but there's a lot of other heroes coming over here. Chicken Fighters bringing in the big guns as the damage comes dishing out onto Lil. Ricky's behind them. He's not got any more to give, though, so it looks like both these bounty runes are going to be secured from Chicken Fighters. 3
Oh, and
bounties going
Lodric
their
gets
way,
one bot.
and he might be getting the second one here. Depends if he can get the root off onto the Slardar or not. Hard to tell what's happening. Meanwhile, Staneko fighting with Skidder. Yeah, no, it doesn't look... Oh! It's not long enough, unfortunately. The root does come out, but Skylark, he's easily able to pick up that bounty rune. Sorry. Fake hype, guys. Fake hype.
Goddamn fake hype caster. Oh, the impetus!
Oh! Impetus damage, though, coming in. That was not fake hype. That was real hype as Lil finds the damage. Finishes the very long fight. Marathon fight up in the top lane. And Lil is the victor. Spartan, meanwhile, taking some hits here. Lil pops the south, wants to get involved once again. Suneko coming forwards. Does he have that Frost Blast? Meanwhile, we're taking some damage. Suneko, though, taking some real hits here, and Suneko's going to go down as well. Spartan survives. 2 deaths up in the top lane. Chicken Fighters can't seem to keep it together, and Lil's going to get a courier as well. Oh, Milan. Oh, God, the courier. He was so young.
And Spartan bought a salve out on the career as well, I'm pretty sure, unless he had one already. And now that lane looks fine and dandy.
Yikes. All right. Chicken Fighters, you got to get something else done across the map right
Oh,
now.
the courier?
That top
The
lane's
courier?
looking pretty
Suneko?
fine. Yeah, he's going for it. Charlie should grab
Oh
it.
my
2 right
goodness.
clicks. Screw couriers, am I right? Let's just let them die. These guys are not vegetarians. They're just consuming these little animals, the little donkeys.
Oh,
Actually,
Suneko
people
gets
don't really eat
creep blocked.
donkeys. You ever eaten donkey?
No, I don't think I ever will either.
Would you?
Uh,
No? Oh,
li-
oh,
no.
God. Sableye dies in the top lane. Yeah, this top lane is not looking great, to say the least. To put it gently.
Lil went and dewarded that ward as well, by the way, that we talked about before.
Yeah.
No vision around the mid lane for Supreme.
Pinged it when it happened. That's not feeling fantastic, but I don't think there's going to be a ton of rotation onto him anyway. I don't know. We'll see.
No, I think these side lanes look absolutely ridiculous, and that's probably where most of the action is going to be.
Yeah, Suneko taking some hits. Lil, does he have another impetus? He does. Suneko turns around to tank it. He's going to be all right for the time being. Pops that salve. Gets himself healthy again.
If you attack the bear, it doesn't draw creep aggro, does it? So, it should be pretty easy to just keep clicking that bear however you like.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Snake gets the pull off.
Yeah, but he's going to get punished, unsurprisingly. Milan going to take some hits from Skitter as well here. And a TP out. Going to keep the Wyvern nice and healthy as he gets back to base.
That's
Sorry,
all the way
Lich.
back to base, though.
Yeah. Mistook one frosty hero for another. Alright, so things seem to have calmed down a little bit in the top lane. Sablelight's able to come and actually hit some creep through a bit without being instantly murdered.
I love
Meanwhile,
that Skitter's not afraid to just go mental, by the way, in that top lane. Just try,
Yeah.
like, he has really high armor. And
oh
he
no,
doesn't
Lil
have
coming
a
in from
massive
behind the
HP.
tower. He's got a centaur as well. They need another raise. They need a bit more damage. Supreme turning it around, trying to work with a sacrifice there, but unfortunately, it is too little, too late. Borneo brings down Supreme in a great rotation in from Lil, and that is why they wanted that ward there. Meanwhile, Suneko comes in from behind, trying to punish a little bit here, but there's not much he can actually do to Lil, and Lil's just going to keep on chasing, and he's got the impetus. Look at the damage he's doing right now. Suneko does need to get himself away, especially with that centaur dying. It means that Lil doesn't really have the kill threat, right? Right? He's
he needs to
turning it
just
around.
be-
One more impetus would do the job, but unfortunately he doesn't seem to have it. Salve popped from Lil here. Suneko got to be alright for the time being.
Yeah, Impetus has a 6-second cooldown at level 1 now. 6420, I think the cooldown is. I'll double check that.
Oh god,
Oh,
Lil's not
Suneko.
stopping. He's got the impetus available in 1 second. He's going to wait for him to get a little bit further away first, but nice juke in from Suneko there, making sure he doesn't go down.
He had stick charges anyway, I think, on Suneko, so not too bad.
Yep, Skitter, meanwhile, getting pretty low up at top here, but unfortunately Milan doesn't quite connect on the Frostblast, and Skitter actually jumps straight back in again. Sableye not even doing that much damage to the guy. Meanwhile, then comes a glimpse back. Milan's in trouble. Thunder strikes out onto him, and the jump over from Skitter's going to secure that kill. Sableye, he's looking for more, though. He might be able to bring down Spartan here. He has set him on fire. 2 more right clicks will be required, but there's actually a 1, so make it more than that. He's got a soaring, though, so he will be able to get another thunderclap off if they get close enough, but they are keeping their distance, showing their respect. Sableye will be left killless once again. He's actually not that healthy, so I'm a little bit worried if they do come in on him here. Milan, is he going to heal him up? Apparently not. Meanwhile, mid, another rotation in from Lil's going to result in a kill onto Supreme, and Sableye does go down up in the top lane. Chicken Fighters, what is going on right now? They are falling apart at the seams here.
Yeah, it's going pretty crazy, isn't it? Lil's just doing so much on this bench. And we talked about how Supreme did really well in this matchup last time. Lil's just completely flipped the matchup on his head. I mean, he's managed to get a DD rune on the SF as well. So loads going his way at the moment.
Meanwhile, Boromir dies in the middle lane at last. A rotation in from Suneko does make that happen, so this is the first kill which Chicken Fighters have actually been able to grab, and it is a big one. It does make a difference to the whole... everything, really. It makes a difference to the whole game. But
Supreme is still really low, though. Like, he's
Yeah.
having to spend more regen, and it's only just started coming out on the courier, so he can't really contest the SF in the lane at the moment either.
no, and Lil's actually seen the Lich here, but I don't think there's much chance of a kill happening. Not onto the Lich, not with that Frost Shield available. Gonna tank him up nicely.
The thing that the chicken fighters do have going for them, though, is that... Oh, hang on.
Oh, this is such a nasty ward.
I was going to say, that this lone druid...
Hold
This lone
on,
druid just have an
Saberlight might be in
absolute-
trouble as they jump onto him right now, but it's not quite enough. Maybe it is actually jump forwards from Skidder. Lil coming in from behind the tower as well. Milan is eating these Impeti. Meanwhile, in comes a Satyr Blast as well, getting on top of Milan. In comes Saberlight, trying to turn it around. There's a TP coming in from the Lich as well. Maybe they can make something happen from this. Milan is dead, but is there any revenge to be had? They're looking for Skidder, but Skidder is away through the trees and a glimpse back, sending... Oh, no, actually, Seneko didn't go all the way back home. Wyvern TPing back in as well, so they won't have a glimpse for that one. Lil, they just can't catch anybody. They don't have the reach. They don't have the ability to actually kill anyone, it feels like. Seneko, please kill Spartan. Finally manages to get one. Chicken Fighters get their second kill on the board, but when you compare it to aggressive modes, 9 kills so far in these lanes. Chicken Fighters have got a long way to go, yet somehow they have a gold advantage.
Yeah, but that's because this lone druid, I was going to say, is just free farming down in the bot lane. Like, nobody's touched him yet.
Yeah.
And Charlie usually has a little bit of a rough laning stage and then kind of comes back a bit more. But at the moment, like, the net worth's really even. The kills don't really matter that much as long as the Radiant just keep farming on their 2 main cores.
Yeah, they're doing a great job distracting, actually, Chicken Fighters, you could say. You could definitely word it that way, because they've got all this tension onto the top lane. They're just constantly trying to brawl. Supreme's doing okay. Shadow Fiend's definitely doing better, but considering this bottom lane where Skylark's just existing. Okay, Skidder. Cinderbrew. He is alright here. Luckily, Cinderbrew does not do much damage, but they got to be cautious. Meanwhile, in come the Impetuses. Though Saberlight's just going to turn around and try and face tank them for now. Lil is level 4, which means 2 points in Impetus. Glimpse come back, sending him deep in, and now comes out the tricks of the trade, and that'll finish the job onto Saberlight, going down once again. Skidder grabbing himself on a mega kill streak. Goodness me. But he's still not got the net worth to match. Not been hitting creeps. There's been too much action, and meanwhile, they're going for a kill here. Charlie's Bear not taking any damage at all from Boromir. They want to try and finish off Skylark here. Do they have the root? No, they do not. Might not be able to finish the job here. Skylark gets himself away. Boronier's going to be a different target, though, so Neko going to go in with the fear on such low HP, so Neko makes it out alive, and both Boromir and Skylark goes down as Skylark makes a huge mistake trying to get back in. The Raw's going to secure them the tower at that as well. Skidder tries to come and defend, get a deny or something, but in the end does nothing. The Ricky walks away wounded, and pretty disappointed with how that one goes. Okay, Chicken Fighters making a bit of a turnaround now.
Why did Skylark come back into the fight when he was on like 50 HP and just got one hit by the Clinks? I was like, oh, your SF saved you and you could have got out, but you just decided to die instead. Who knows?
It's a curious situation. I don't know about that one. He's disconnected. Maybe he was DC'd, you know? His last click.
Makes sense.
We can wait. We're patient people, aren't we, guys?
And again, look at the net worth score now. Like they've got a 1,000 gold lead. Now the SF had help by the Ench coming mid and getting good rotations, but if the Clinks is dominating the lane all the time apart from that, you know, the Clinks is still going to be doing okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's I mean, the kills from Lil obviously made a difference, and the Shadow Fiend is pretty far ahead, but he has just died twice now, actually, so yeah, Clink's going to be very happy with how this one's going, and the Druid is an absolute beast. He's going to keep on farming, and they don't have the answer to him like they had last game. You know, last game they were happy to let it happen. They were like, okay, you know, Druid, you can farm up all you like. It's just more money to kill yourself with. And that's exactly what happened. But this time, the Wyvern is on the other foot.
I don't know, they have the Slardar Corrosive to help with the getting through the bear. They have the Ench, the SF flag with minus armor as well that can all just kill the bear. I don't think they should be too worried about the Druid. It's if they don't slow his tempo down, right? Like, you need to just stop his farm progression from being completely free. He doesn't farm massively quickly if you compare it to something like an SF, for example. So,
but even with the Corrosive Haze and the anti-armor from the Shadow Fiend and the damage they've got from the Enchantress, if you're doing all of that, what is the Clinks doing? I feel like focusing the bear down like that is not going to be quick enough to not allow Clinks to get some sort of positioning advantage, start setting up for a big kill, and maybe take out the Disruptor or something like that. That's my big concern.
yeah, I think the emphasis still has to be on the Clinks in the fights most of the time.
We know what.
I just think again.
Yeah, he's got the Frost Shield, which is going to save him from a bit of damage, but unfortunately, Tricks of the Trade still going to put an end for now. Now, Charlie looking forward. Over on the Ricky, he's got the Dust as well. Skidder, he could be in some trouble. Where's that root? There it is, coming out pretty quickly for Charlie. Now the Fear out onto him as well, stopping him from using spells. Saberlight coming over, but he's got to jump north. Lil comes out to try and save the day, and another one. Alley-oop. And the Dust runs out. Skidder, he might get out of this one. Supreme, what's he got? Anything? He's right on top of Skidder. Two Invis heroes, neither of which know they are there. An empty river as far as anyone else is concerned.
These goddamn stalkers.
Spartan, meanwhile, taking some damage, but just drops the ulti down onto the Clinks. But Clinks, he doesn't have the damage with those Searing Chains. Meanwhile, Winter's Gust going to come out. This should seal the deal. Milan, there we go, with the Splinter Blast. Nicely done. Doing it in style. Walking himself away.
There's a sentry down.
Yeah, they know Skidder's here, but do they have the damage? They've got the Fear, maybe, if they want to throw it down. Tricks of the Trade going to come out. Snake trying to stay on the front lines. Lil backing him up as well. Have they got the damage? Whoa, they turn around with the Fear. They've got to be careful here. Supreme's got the damage. The Fear comes out, and they get the kill. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Skitter getting carried away, and that is a 6x kill streak going the way of the Chicken Fighter support. Now who's falling apart at the seams?
Look at Seneca's net worth now. He's like, yes, bitches, I'm here.
For the first time in the past 2 series, I am on top.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's going drums on SF as well, so probably more of that right-click build like we expect to pair up with the Slardar for that physical damage. But yeah, I mean, he's kind of been untouched though in the last few minutes on the SF in terms of like going through the jungle. Got an Arcane Rune, so his razors are much cheaper as well. But can he transition this farm into like something worthwhile into the mid game?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. Goodbye, Milan. It's nice knowing you, but unfortunately the damage from Skidder and Lil is too severe. And now, well, the Dust comes out and a Rock as well, thrown the way of Skidder. Where is the Clinks, though? I feel like he might have engaged a little bit too early there. Thrown up, brought down, jumps away. Nice and safe. Now they might have found a lower target. Borneas may be tempting here, but Sableye is just running around, struggling to find a target. All right, there we go. Now someone makes it. Oh, no! He gets the ultimate off in time. Spartan doesn't go down due to the uphill miss. Now they turn it around. A Frost Blast bouncing through, but there's too many targets just splitting it. Sableye trying to run himself away. No more slip from him. 111 seconds for that one, but he's able to make himself out just on foot. They're running out of catch here on the side of aggressive mode, so Sableye gets himself out, but the Clinks did die. That is a big kill for aggressive mode. This game feels
really
like
well
it's on
played.
knife's edge.
and the big thing here is that if they lost that fight, they would have probably lost their mid tier 1 as well. So really important to keep that tower alive as long as possible. And 4 points in impetus. Ouch! This is gonna hurt.
Yep, 0 cooldown now, so essentially like a level 1 and a bit ulti, right?
Let me check if the cooldown's actually 0. Hang on.
It is, right?
Yeah, it does go down to 0. I thought it did. I thought I'd check before I said something really stupid. It was wrong. As I lose to Ench every time I play it, and then I'm 0 and 8 on that hero. So definitely not an Ench expert here. I'll double check my facts.
Deary me. Well, much as if my Pharaoh's brain, this game's gone a bit slow.
Oh.
Sorry. Kind of came at you a bit there, but sometimes it's got to be done.
Can Skylark take this?
It's a double stack, I would hope so, but...
I don't know.
Okay, did he just refresh the Corrosive Haze on the same creep as well? Okay. No, I'll get through it eventually. It's slow. Don't know if it's that. Oh, jump in the middle lane, and they go onto the Druid here, but Druid, he manages to get the ulti off all the same. Charlie taking damage here, but the Winter's Curse going to help him out a lot as they hold them back and allow Charlie to get to safety, especially with the Frost Shield as well. Now they turn it around. Skidder could be in some trouble. In comes the Tricks of Trade, but Lil's the one in trouble. Sablight's on top of him. One more hit. Bang! Down goes Lil. Skidder dead as well on the front lines of the fight. That's 2 big kills. Chicken Fighters opening up for this tier 1 at mid. They try to throw it and deny their Spartan. One little disruptor, one man in his tractor trying to deny a tower, but that's not going to happen. Middle tier 1 goes down, and 2 heroes on the side of aggressive mode dead. Chicken Fighters dominating control of the second game.
I don't know if it's
Maybe not
dominating necessarily, but
yeah, but in that fight at least.
they definitely have a good hold on the game. And they have these 2 cores that are both very active now. Early on in the Druid and the Clinks, they've hit this point in the game where they're actually, a real force. In the laning stage, maybe not quite so much, but...
Oh, leaving the bear behind to get the Fear out onto the disruptor to make sure he doesn't get a glimpse off. I like that. I like that
was-
a lot.
Yeah, that was pretty cute.
It was indeed. Cutie patootie play.
I still want to see what if this SF's just going BKB next or not, though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not the best BKB game, but he might feel like he's pressured into it just because, you know, the Lich, the curse as well from the...
You know,
Might
we were
just go
being
for this-
arseholes and laughing at the Slardar trying to farm Ancients and haha, look at how poor he is. He's neck and neck with Ricky. Ricky has nothing. Skitter is very far behind and he's just looking for this defusal play, but it's such a long way away.
In all fairness to Skitter, though, like, he has been roaming around a lot and trying to make things happen.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
the fact he's keeping up with net worth is good for him.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to become a lot more stronger with this diffusal, though. A lot more stronger.
Yep. Double, ooh, dear. Down goes the Nako. Alright, well, they dropped the ulti for him. Meanwhile, Druid's looking for the return here. Is he going to find it, though? Doesn't look like it. No roots, no kill. The bear will run back to Daddy. I'll continue farming up that lane. Meanwhile, Chicken Fighters grabbing themselves some bounty runes. There's one more to grab at the bottom lane. Looks like the Slardar's probably in the best position to grab that one. And Skidder hanging around Invis, getting some information. Don't think he really wants to reveal himself here, though. Might take some hits at Charlie. Charlie's so tanky. He's going to pop the ultimate here, Charlie. I'm not too sure why, but it's not a great
I think as
ulti
soon
anyway.
as you see that Ricky, though, like, they don't have vision around that area, so he doesn't know who's with the Ricky.
Yeah.
Like, if a Slardar straight up there, for example, and just popped the ult on him, he'd blow up so quickly if he wasn't in that truth.
Yeah, and once you've cast it as well, you can't be silenced. Like, you are going to get it off. Skidder throws out the tricks of the trade, but the fear comes out immediately, and now a root as well, and they will be able to bring him down in time. Skidder unable to get himself the jump away. The Disruptor came close to try and give him an option there, but unfortunately he just wasn't allowed to do it. Rooted into fear, into stuns. It's a rough life. Supreme just runs past a DD rune, just comes out of vision. That's really unfortunate for the Flings, but then again, it was coming up on 16, so you should know about it. Looks like they're going to go for a bit of a play here, but Bornir is the one who's GP'd into this one, but Winter's Curse comes out, cancelling out the ultimate. Charlie and his bear need to get themselves to safety. Surprised they're not changing targets here and going for the bear, but they really want the big boy himself. They'll be able to bring him down. Too much damage. Look at Lil sitting on the front lines and just dishing it out. Saberlight's on the run. They're pinging him up on the high ground here, and they have the vision. They give it away, so Saberlight realizes what's happening, but they've got a glimpse as well. No ultimate for you, sir. They drop the silence down on top of Saberlight, and he says his piece and goes to the grave. Meanwhile, Klinks wasn't able to get anything done down in the bottom lane. Snake and Supreme.
He's trying to do that thing where he just plays away from the rest of his team and tries to get these solo pickoffs. It's going to be much easier when it gets to the Deso. But yeah, all the TPs came out from the Dire before the Klinks could get there.
I don't know. Just got denied there, but interesting. Skidder does get himself away, though. A random ulti usage from Klinks. We won't really talk about that one too much.
Oh, you're not flaming today, huh?
Yeah, that was a crap ulti.
Yeah, thanks. That was much better.
Okay, there we are.
Oh, there's a sentry down.
Yeah, Supreme has to be a very... Yeah, they've... Oh, no, they've got another one. Klinks, he's in trouble. Glimpse back. They don't have the Static Storm this time around, but they do have a stun. They do have the Corrosive Haze, and they do have more than enough damage to rip through his defensive, spooky, scary skeleton sent to the graveyard.
And
Right
all of
along.
a sudden, after that lone Druid death and now the Klinks death, this SF looks like he's so far in front. And he's farming really quickly. I think he's got his BKB now. If not, he's about to get it. And then the fights are going to be a lot easier for them. You're kind of forced to curse the SF every fight now when he has his BKB up. Otherwise, he's just going to be completely in control. Yeah, he's about 300 gold off.
Yeah. He is living a good life right now. 300 gold away from BKB in a game like this is going to make all the difference. It allows them to fight. It allows them to just go. With Skidder on the Ricky, this is what they want. He's looking so poor right now. He needs his team to fight with him. Ricky is not a hero which wants to sit and farm.
I don't think it matters, though. Like, he's making so much space for this SF.
True, but he still wants items. Like, to end the game, they're going to need the Ricky with some items, and to do that, they need to start fighting together. I think that's what the BKB allows. That's why they're going for it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Start taking
But
fights,
I
find
think-
Roshan, get yourself some win conditions.
It's all about playing around the Slardar and the Disruptor, I think, if you're the Dire side. You know, this Slardar amps up your Ricky and SF's damage so much, and the Static Storm, obviously, and the Glimpse. The Glimpse being most, or if not all of their catch, pretty much, apart from Blink Strike. So, without that Disruptor, I don't think you're ever going to be able to take a fight.
Yeah. What do you think of Chicken Fighter's gameplay today compared to yesterday?
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? Aggressive mode have had that kind of like warm-up series, though, right, in a way, where
Yeah.
oh,
Coming off a win,
Supreme.
meanwhile, Chicken Fighters lose the first game. It's not great, and they're looking for Supreme right now. He's going to try and run away, but there's a sentry, there's a kinetic field. Supreme, though, they've got the Corrosive Haze on him as well, so if they want to go for this, they could, but they see Seneko, and that's oh, okay, they do go for the glimpse. All right.
just playing with him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, see if they can get a spell or something out of him.
I think they were just trying to see who would turn up to the fight if the glimpse just went off, and they kind of realised that they're a little bit outnumbered here. Actually, are they all 5 on the die side?
Is under attack.
Oh, apart from Ricky. Looks like they're smoked up or something, I think, on the rest of the dire, heading towards mid.
Charlie pops the ulti once again. Nice 3-man fear there, actually, as Boromir still lets it go. All right. Zoning ulti. Very nice. Very good. Force
Yeah, I
Chicken
think-
Fighters back.
He's just trying to secure the retreat, right? They're probably, yeah, I was going to say they'll probably just head into Roche here, though. They know there's no Requiem. It's a big amount of damage down. Might as well just go for it. And Slala's just walked all the way bottom.
Yeah. Requiem for a meme in the middle lane, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Roche CCTV gives us all the information we need to know. Roche is being taken. There's pings coming out from yellow. Who knows who that might be. Troll gonna come in, so they can net up the clinks. And now they're gonna try and fight this one actually as Lil comes over. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. I lie. I do lie. Yeah, they are. Lil, he does more than enough damage to force them back here. And Saberlight, he might have to split much earlier than he intends right now. As those spears keep on coming through. Split comes out just in time. Rock felling the way off Saberlight. Meanwhile, down then comes a Winter's Curse. They've got a really big target here. Can they finish the job? Boromir so low, and there comes the bounces. Absolutely brilliant. Skitter's going to get finished off as well. 2 big heroes. Both of those cores grouped up together. Milan on the Wyvern doing God's work. Unfortunately, they're a little bit low, so they're going to have to regroup a bit here, but I still think they want to take this Roshan.
I mean, SF has bought back, though. They have to be wary of that.
Yep. Glimpse back. Charlie sent back to his side of the river.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
In come the Dire, but there's a root already. Oh my god, Skylark, he just disintegrated. I thought this was meant to be tanky, and now they turn towards, well, Saberlight, who's not looking too hot either. Both the offlaners finished off quickly. BKB pop from Boromir. Will they finish off the bag? Yes, they will. Lil scoops up 300 pocket change for himself, which he'll spend on something shiny and pretty, I'm sure. Charlie forced to resummon. This Roche attempt is a bust. No bear. Well, 1 bear left. And no Saberlight. No ultis, it makes for a very hard time, but still they'll wait for these cooldowns and everyone wants to stick around. Meanwhile, Requiem has come back off cooldown.
Ricky's got this Manta queued up, but they need a way of... The most important thing for them here is just getting on top of the Wyvern. Like, the only reason that fight went so badly is because of the curse. And they have to make sure they can isolate this guy and stop him from doing the huge amounts of work.
Lil just running forwards onto him right now, but the Centaur Stomp from behind. Seneko is a bit out of position here, and they're going to throw down the root onto him as well. Meanwhile, Milan just looking out overhead, seeing if there's a chance for a nice curse, but they're positioned really nicely on the side of aggressive mode to stop that from happening.
Is he dead?
Spartans? Yeah, he's being chased by a very angry bear, which has a multitude of buffs and debuffs on him, along with the Corrosive Haze, the Frost Shield. But again, the root, they've got him. Okay, Spartan gets picked off on the sidelines despite having his ulti up. Meanwhile, Boromir forced to pop the ulti as Supreme unleashes onto him. He doesn't have the net here, so this was literally just Boromir trying to anything he could to get away. Didn't want a follow-up stun or anything like that coming his way. Meanwhile, Charlie's bear could be in some trouble. I don't know about that. I haven't finished the job just yet, but there are going to be plenty more. Okay, never mind. They'll get him. Down it goes. 300 gold, this time to the Ricky. Ricky jumps himself back out, so... Not that long. 25 seconds. No bear. Can they make it happen? They can with a nice glimpse onto Seneko. Seneko pops a Ghost Scepter, though, keeping him alive, keeping him safe from Lil's damage. Meanwhile, Saberlight is in from the side. Gonna go in with the Stomp, playing around the Roche Pit vision right now. He has got an ulti, should he wants to use it, but he plays the vision really, really nicely. Tries to go for the split, but gets silenced up. Oh, no! He's finished off. Meanwhile, Skylark on the high ground, holding back Supreme. The Winter's Curse is fairly nice, keeping them on the back, but in comes a Fear from Boromir. Looking to get some damage off onto the Clink. So Clink dropped to about a quarter, but gonna use that sacrifice to get himself back up, nice and healthy. And now with a couple more ultis dropped. Aggressive mode actually feel like they're on the back foot, but they've only got the Chain Frost really to work with on Chicken Fighters, but with that bear being resummoned, it is enough to scare back aggressive mode. So the 1,000-year Roche fight will continue onto its 1,001st year, as still nobody brave enough to go in and finish off this big scaly beast. When do we start this? About 19 minutes?
It was
Even
crazy,
earlier.
wasn't it? It was a long fight. A lot of buybacks as well. I don't know how many there were altogether. Probably about 5 or 6.
I mean, I still wouldn't qualify it as ended. There's still heroes around the pit, but I think finally aggressive mode are getting away. But yeah, that was a lot of bears. Many, many bears died in the making of this film.
I just don't know how much this BKB's done for the SF, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm feeling you there, buddy.
Even if it was something like an SMY, I feel like he's still tanky, or like the Butterfly's fine as well, but the raw HP's really important as well, and...
Oh dear, Clinks, he's been found out in the jungle right now. Is there any saving him right now? The bear's going to come in, try and get the fear, but it's a little bit too late, as unfortunately he's brought down by the damage all the same. Clinks dead for 45 seconds, and that might be an opening, which aggressive mode need. They are all gathered up on the enemy side of the map right now. They have not wasted any time in grouping up for this. And again, into Roshan.
They take Roche so quickly as well with the corrosive haze. I think they really should be going for this.
Corrosive haze,
So they're heading over.
28 seconds, but there is a Winter's Curse. There's a split as well. Is it too much to scare them away? It certainly is. The Chicken Fighters are an aggressive bunch.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Deary, deary me. This game is a really delicate balance, and the small little mistake getting picked up from the Clinks Tower. I don't know if you can qualify it as a mistake or a good move from aggressive mode. Maybe like a balance of the two.
They do just take up all 4 bounty runes, though. That's what they get with the Clinks death. So that's 1,800 gold in their pockets. Should be relatively happy with that.
Yeah, that's a pretty value death, hey.
Oh, Titan Sliver on the SF. There's some of that extra damage, a bit more status resistance. Really good this game up against the Curse.
Yep. Let's get a Spartan and Lil all gathered on the high ground currently. Meanwhile, Boromir just bashing in some wolves.
Why not?
Going for the crits on Boromir, so looking for that extra damage, which I really like. If you can get the right clicks off on the Clinks.
Yeah, I mean, they need somebody that's going to like win them the game, right? That's going to scale well, and it definitely has to be the SF.
Chain Frost forwards onto the Disruptor here. He's caught back here, and it doesn't look like they're making any effort to try and save him. Aggressive mode, they accept their loss. And, well, Charlie, he's looking for more, but he's got to be careful here. He's taking so much damage. My God, he just gets destroyed. Charlie, soup stirred. And now they got to run themselves away, but how effective can they be? Milan just gets stomped up, stunned up, brought down by Lil. The Rainbow Spears come in, cutting through that cold embrace. He has got a buyback, and he's got a curse as well. I feel like he's going to have to use it here, but they're not. And now a silence once again onto the brew. He can't get off the split. He can't do anything. They're getting hunted down like dogs. Finally, aggressive mode will pump the brakes a little bit, shift it into reverse, get back towards the Roche pit, and try and take that Aegis for themselves. The buybacks are ready from Chicken Fighters. Do they want to use it, though? Will they finally give up the Battle of Roshan? It looks like...
I mean, without the Druid, it's impossible, and there's no point wasting your buybacks when you don't have your main core up to try and help you here. Yeah, it's too aggressive by Charlie. Like, if you send the bear up to scout there, it's fine, right? If your hero goes up as well, you're not a tanky core unless you're in that melee form.
Yeah,
and it takes a little bit of time.
Lil is a beast as well.
Yeah, the clumsy net, very good on him. I mean, Supreme, when we've seen him play Clinks before, it's felt like he's done a load of work, but this game, it's kind of been a bit lackluster, honestly. Still plenty more of time for him to make plays, obviously, but I don't know. It feels like at this point in the game, he would have done so much more in other Clinks games we've seen him. Oh, a DD route. Look at Saberlight's net worth, by the way, on this Brewmaster. Very, very sad.
He is down in the dumps right now, below his own Wyvern. Although Milan has had some pretty nice plays, but still.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, Crag Eco. That's very nice for the lone druid, actually,
Yeah,
for his hero.
the druid really needs it. I'd love to give it to Saberlight, but unfortunately, you'd need it on their druid. Borneo just pounding down this tower. Down it
Radiant's
drops.
bottom tower has fallen.
God, this Brewmaster's poor. When he gets Blink, it's kind of whatever for the rest of his net worth, right? But that repositioning tool is so important at this point. Stops this Ricky just being able to blink on him all the time.
Oh, Seneko running to the tree. Skylark's on top of him, though, and this should be the end of poor old Seneko. Tricks of the trade will do the job, and Skidder takes the name.
Oh, that's a gem on Milan now, though. So they might be able to try and take them by surprise, especially this Ricky, if they can use that effectively.
Yeah, that's definitely a something to try and catch him out with. They need it. God knows they need it. Supreme's got a BKB now also. Hex queued up afterwards, which seems like the right plan.
Is the BKB even that good this game, though? Again, like,
On the other side,
it's good against
I
the
do
smoke
like
cloud
it.
of Rick.
Yeah, the smoke cloud is a big thing. He can't miss, right? Once
I
he
just
starts
think-
missing, he starts failing.
this physical damage that comes through is so hard for him to deal with, right? I don't know how he itemizes against that, so
Yeah, the
I guess the
BKB is-
BKB has to be the thing.
It still doesn't allow you to frontline though. That's the thing. Like, you still have to play like a Clinks, even if you pop your BKB, which always feels bad. But
Radiant's
and look at
top tower
Borneo. He's
is
just
under
tearing
attack.
through everything right now. This Shadow Fiend has finished farming. He knows he's ahead, and he is showing it as well with his Aegis. Meanwhile, Supreme tries to go for a solo kill onto the Disruptor, but Ricky's here as well. Popping that BKB, getting through the defusal, but do they have the damage? They definitely have the vision. Supreme on the run. Meanwhile, Slardar still
Do they have
chasing him down.
glimpse?
Milan going for the TP away. If they have the glimpse, they can get the kill. Supreme on the run. Do they have the vision? He's going for the TP. No, they're going to find him. And you... Ooh, okay, he's dead.
That trying to TP away against the Slardar Disruptor seems pretty crazy to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Lil.
Lil. Yeah, okay. This is one return kill, and not a bad one. A very rare mistake from Lil, but you know, it's not the big. They might actually get more kills for this. They're coming.
They use
Chicken
Split
Fighters.
as well.
Run, guys, run. They're coming in thick and fast. Slardar charging down the river. There's your glimpse coming out. Milan's got a blink, though. He's going to try and get himself away. Maybe a big curse could help out right now as Charlie coming around the back, but Skylark's on top of Milan, and Milan is just going to lose his life so quickly.
Charlie?
No curse available either, and Charlie's in trouble. Charlie's in real big trouble right now. The bear trying to do something to try and help out. He's got a roar available, but what's it going to do? Send Ricky back, but it's just still death for you. Slardar, all coming over. He's gone. Slardar's looking for more.
They're looking for more, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Spartan's done so much this game on the Disruptor. He feels like he's always in the right place at the right time. Always getting those glimpses up. Like, he's TPing just before the fight started.
Is under attack.
Just so he can be there to help his team.
Radiant's top tower has
And he gets a
fallen.
blink as well.
Ooh,
Radiant's
that's a big
middle
one.
tower
That's a
is
big
under
one.
attack.
The positioning, the initiation, the engagement, the silences are always going to be on point now. You've got a Ricky, you've got a Disruptor. Prepare to be silenced.
The Aegis is about to run out, so they have to be a little bit worried on the Dire side. Not worried necessarily, but not playing as aggressive as they were, I would say.
Yes, yeah. Cooling off a bit, but with this Aegis, they've taken every single outer tower, which Chicken Fighters have. They haven't managed to break high ground, so there's still going to be that shrine there for the next Roshan, which is pretty nice, but, you know, first Aegis, take out a tower, second Aegis, go high ground. It's a tried and tested method, which aggressive mode are obviously working towards. Chicken Fighters, they really, really need to put a cog in the wrenches right now. They're circling exactly where they are. Yeah, several circles coming out, being driven. Look at Pink, look at the Disruptor. He predicts exactly what they're doing. Borony has been so... They see him.
Ooh.
Not sure what they can do about it, though. Especially with the Disruptor nearby. A Centaur's going to come roaming past. Yeah, and this smoke is going to result in nothing, unfortunately. For Chicken Fighters. I really want this game to turn a little bit more even. But unfortunately, I just can't see it happening. The damage output from this aggressive mode team is absolutely insane. And their reach and catch, and they just kill anybody who comes within range of any of them.
Yeah, and this Slada's just the Slada and Disruptor are enabling the SF and the Ricky a huge amount.
Lil. And Lil.
I mean, Lil's doing damage of his own, right? But he's not enabling them necessarily. He's kind of just
that's what I
standing in the
mean.
background.
They're
and just
enabling Lil.
doing his own. Oh, I see. Yeah,
The 3
yeah.
and the 5 are enabling the 4.
Corrosive Haze, very good ability.
Very strong. It's just the vision, right? Like, you want to be hitting from max range. The only thing which is going to stop you doing that a lot of the time is the vision. Corrosive Haze. Oh, neat. Very cool. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if Lil's going for a Hurricane Pike. It works so
He's
well,
got one already.
Has he got one? Fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Brilliant.
He's got Grove Bow Hurricane, but he's going for BKB next as well. Sorry, I hiccuped. So
Absolute baller.
he's loving life. And if you're the Radiant here, right, you're 10k behind. And I imagine they're like, well, do we even save network?
TP, no, blink in, stun, cancel that one out. Saneko gets brought down, but he did get the obs.
And he lost his courier.
Dire's top tower
Nah, I got the obs worth.
Okay, so yeah, back to my point. You're thinking, okay, do we need to save buyback on the Radiant side? And I worry that if they do, they don't have the ability to win fights with the gold that they do have. Like Saberlight and Milana, they're like kind of like the only team fight they have, right? And the Wyvern and the Brewmaster. And I think if not everyone's just spending all their gold, I don't think they have enough damage to bring people down.
No, that's the biggest. Like, they've got lots of control, but yeah, I do worry. I don't know, maybe the Druid will be enough. We've been looking at the Dire Heroes for a very long time. Hopefully we can see what the Druid's actually got. I mean, the Clinks does damage, right? The Clinks can do enough damage for everybody, but oh, they've been spotted. This could be bad. Have they? Baroni's not moving.
Yeah, he doesn't care though.
Come at me, bros.
That was a really quick roast spawn. It's just spawned now. It was like it just flew through the whole respawn timer.
The shortest respawn time. A thing of legend. Yeah, and Skidder. Wow, look at this guy's items. He's just come out with all the items in the world. Well, maybe not quite, but Diffusal, Basher, Manta for a guy who was, you know, struggling to reach a 18-minute Diffusal, I think it was. Maybe even later, actually.
I honestly think when this SF gets satanic, I don't see how he dies.
It's going to be really tough. I mean,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. The other thing is, like, the other games that we've seen curse, there's always been like a follow-up, right? Whether it's a Requiem or a Raw or something. What's the follow-up to the curse this game?
Yeah, I mean, you've got the fear from the Druid, maybe Chain Frost? Oh no, double damage,
Oh,
Shadow
DD.
Fiend. Yeah, they're like, hey guys, I think they might be doing Roshan. Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh, in they go, Saberlight going in for the split. They're forced into taking this fight, and they're fearing off the Shadow Fiend. He does seem to bleed when Charlie gets on top of him. They're looking for a kill hit. Oh no.
They were just wasting all the split duration
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
just getting set up so nicely on the side of mode aggressive, and look at that curse. Unfortunately, down comes the Static Storm, trapping in Charlie. Meanwhile, on the front lines of the fight, though, Saberlight back to mortal mode, gets brought down. Everybody else TPing themselves away. They did kill Disruptor, but it looks like Saneko also going to be going. My god, Skidder cleaves him in twain. 2 heroes dead. Ultimates used, though. They just dropped everything on that, and they did absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
they don't even get the Aegis as well, right? Like, they use the split, and they're like, okay, we can try and fight now. Milan uses Curse to try and isolate the Slada, which is fine. But then the whole split duration is wasted, because there's just... The whole of the Dire side has stood behind the Slada, ready for the Curse to end. Oh. Oh, dear.
No, Supreme. Caught on the foot of his base, brought down in seconds, and well, they use the repair kit on both the towers, but unfortunately, they're doing too much damage now to care.
At least they can't corrosive haze the buildings. That's the biggest thing.
More mercy at this pace. Just hitting through the fortify. Who really cares? This tower's half healthed us. Whatever.
If they get the tier 3 in back, I think... Oh, God, the Lich repair kit.
Lich repair kit, frost armor. It's good, but they're not back in. They're showing no signs of getting out right now. They know the split is down. Winter's Curse might be back up,
What?
but they can't do anything with it. It's so hard for them to make anything happen with Winter's Curse.
How is Boromir healing? Does he have his mask of
has fallen.
his morbid mask thing or whatever it is? I keep trying to call it Mask of Death. It's definitely not that anymore.
Has fallen.
I don't even know what a Mask of Death is.
Radiant's
How is he
middle
healing?
tower is
Don't know. Tomato.
Oh, there's a Vlad's on the Slaughter. That was it. Okay.
Ah, okay. Helpful. Yeah, when you do as much damage as Boromir does, it doesn't take long to heal us up to full.
And they just kind of waste their last repair kit there. It's pretty sad.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
And down goes the shrine as well. Chicken Fighters locked out of the game and just watching aggressive mode. The team they beat yesterday essentially seal this one out against them. It's
He took the -5 armor talent on SF at 25 as well. So he literally is just absolutely ripping through people.
yeah, they're doubling down on this armor strat. And it doesn't even help him out. Well, I mean, obviously it helps him out, but you know, it helps everybody out. Whoever they're going on. Lil with his right clicks, it's going to be huge for. The Slaughter with his right clicks and with his stomp. And that's physical damage as well, so going to be doing even more. Ricky finishing off an Abyssal. He's TPing in here. Sableye needs to run. This Ricky is scary, but they will get themselves out.
He just wanted to try and stop them taking the outpost, but he was a little bit too late. They did get the XP on the Radiant side, though, for that, so well played.
Yep, a small victory in a sea of defeats. And now they will grab these 40-minute items. Once they have those, high ground. Oh, even before they have those, why even
Just
bother?
go.
Just go for it. They have another repair kit? I don't think they do.
No, they've used all their charges. Look at the Vlad's. Oh, it's Satanic now as well. Okay, so he has that on top of it.
Cool. Good luck. And then they jump, immediately taking down Soneko, getting too close for comfort. Meanwhile, Sableye is able to get the split off. They're trying to unleash onto Boromir right now. This is the Aegis target, though. Milan jumps in. A great curse onto Lil. Maybe they'll be able to bring him down in time, but it's not lasting long enough. Yes, it will. Lil will die. That is something, but Supreme. Cold Embrace with the BKB on the front lines. I'm not quite sure that's a plan right now. Boromir just heals up to full with the Satanic. Oh, goodness gracious. In comes that Chain Frost, though. They might have Skidder here. Skidder goes down. Hello, Chicken Fighters. They found themselves a fight. Sableye in the backlines just smashing through Spartan. Meanwhile, Soneko going to get crit to death by the SF, but SF is running out of options right now. He's running out of teammates, more importantly. The Aegis comes down. Spartan jumps in. He does manage to get the ultimate off, and now Boromir can turn around and start wailing into the Clinks. Cold Embrace it out, but unfortunately it just locks him down for death, but he's going to buy back into this one. Boromir trying to fight up, trying to lifesteal his way through, but it's not enough. Down goes the SF. Boromir dead for 125. Lil trying to fight up into them right now. Charlie, he needs some roots. He needs to hold him still. In comes Supreme as well. The damage, but they can't hit him in time. They can't actually get the roots off him. You can't actually hit the guy. What do you do now? They might be able to slow him. They've got an Arctic burn. It's going to be a long death for Lil. And he did just buy back into this one. Oh,
I think he's fine.
Kinetic field. See you later. Sproink, motherfuckers. See you later.
I mean, they bought back on just Clinks, was it? I think. Oh, they bought back on Lich as well. I mean,
yeah,
okay.
Clinks and Lich. Not a huge commitment, but 4 kills for it. Does somewhat bring this game within reaching distance of Chicken Fighters. A huge fight there. I mean, that was finally a good fight from them, right? Like, they get a good curse, which they get a kill from, onto Lil. Brilliant. That's like the best start you can ask for. Then they manage to get the lockdown as Sableye gets off his ulti. Again, doesn't get silenced for his ulti. Brilliant. He's able to then zone out the backlines whilst your Shadow Fiend is unable to lock down any one target enough to actually kill them. Other than the Lich, but, you know, 1 crit. And I'm die.
Charlie's also at a point in this game where he's really difficult to bring down. Like, this craggy coat on his hero makes him really tanky. And the Dire, although they're like dropping all this minus armor on him, he's still sitting in like relatively positive armor.
Yep.
So he kind of just life steals through with the damage from the bear. And yeah, and Skitter basically just died instantly. That was
he got
I think
feared by the Lich buyback here. And that was like, oh, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not a tanky hero otherwise.
I really need you. I really think he needs a BKB at this point in the game on the Ricky. Like, he's gone for all these kind of like, yeah, like, let me play aggressive items. I think as long as he builds 1 defensive item now, I think they can just look to win the game.
Feels a bit better, doesn't he? But yeah, they're really not holding back here. It looks like on aggressive mode. You know, they're looking to just kind of push in again, but it's a smoke up. It looks like from Chicken Fighters. They're going to try and invade their own jungle and see if they can catch anybody out there. And there are currently 2 heroes completely alone. This could be big. Do they see the Ricky? There's a bear coming forward. Skitter's pinging it out. They don't see him, though. Maybe they look for more here. Slardar could be a target, but Slardar's on the run. He's got the sprint, and unfortunately, it looks like Chicken Fighters will be left empty-handed. No fights breaking out today. A retreat from Chicken Fighters. They foray out and come themselves back in.
Yeah, I think if you're the dire side here from aggressive mode, you probably just wait for the next Roche before you look to really make a play. I don't think you want to give them the chance to like try and take a fight inside their own base again. Because you know they've used the buybacks, especially on the Clinks. So if you take a fight around this Roche pit where they don't have the shrine, like you can use the buybacks of your own to try and get into the Roche pit quicker, I think you're in a much better position.
Yeah, looking for the reset, looking for another high ground, and Charlie's bear is actually going to die here. That's a fairly important pickoff.
Yeah, that was the other thing. They were trying to kill the hero instead of the bear last fight. But like all the fights that they've done well in, the bears just die straight away.
Yeah. So where are these 40-minute items? Who's got what?
They both have an illusionist cape.
Yeah. Oh,
Clinks has a prince's knife.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm not sure about the others though. Lil has a spell prism. Okay. Not sure how good that is on him.
No. What's that? That's one way. So it's gonna do extra
Spell damage.
Okay. Does that apply on impetus?
Good question. If it does,
so
then and it's cooldown reduction as well, which doesn't work on impetus because it's already 0. So don't give it to him.
Wasted.
The big play.
No, the decreased cooldown on enchantment. Big plays.
The level 25 lone druid though, minus 0.25 base attack time.
Yeah, big, actually big, huge increase to his damage output.
I still think they just kill the bear though.
I do think that's going to be the case. Now that they know that it's on cooldown, they will definitely focus that one up. But, you know, it's basically like going on an Aegis target if you're not able to bring down the main druid himself and you just focus in that bear, so... There's also a Shaco and Illusionist Cape. I imagine Ricky's got the Illusionist Cape, and I don't know who has the Shaco.
The Disruptor has the Shaco on his hero. Good. In his backpack.
Yep, that works out.
So he also has GPM and a Philosopher's Stone. GPM talent and a Philosopher's Stone. So his route to this Ags is getting ever closer. And I think the Ags on the Disruptor is like a big game changer.
It is. Yeah, not using items on inside that Static Storm is pretty damn huge. And look at him go. Look at that money pouring in for Spartan. Meanwhile, Lich, he's down in the dumps. He's like the only poor guy in this game. Peasant.
Very true, yeah.
1000 night vision talent on the Slardar. Not bad, not bad.
I wonder if he goes for the Corrosive Haze Undispellable or if he goes for the Slithering Crush.
I like this. Flicker on Saberlight. That can be a way out of the kinetic field, by the way.
Well, out of the static... He can't Static Storm if he has Ags, though, right? So
yeah. So it's
you
not
can't get out of it.
It's not the way out of the Ag Static Storm, no. But Ricky Silence, you know, it's a way out of that.
True, yeah.
Besides, you're assuming the Disruptor is going to get the Aghanims.
He is very close. They're giving him farm priority at the moment.
Yeah.
And look at Spartan.
So in the GPM, he's definitely got it. I was goofing a bit.
I really hope he gets the Undispellable Corrosive Haze, though, as well.
If they take Roche now, though, and they drop the Ags, Disruptor's going to feel like he's been robbed.
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, they just give it to somebody else, right? They just give it to the Ench or something.
Charlie's bad. Gotta keep this guy safe. You can't let that scout Roshan. Oh dear. I'm sorry, but you can't let that scout Roshan. It's not worth it. And in they go into the pit. They know this bear only has one knife. Winter's Curse comes out. There's nobody in the pit, and that goes wasted as well. Chicken Fighters. I kind of feel like you just gotta back out now. That's it. You've wasted too much on trying to prevent this from happening, and yep, they do seem to have gotten the memo, and they are clearing themselves out of this one. But the two heroes just launching themselves out of the pit and trying to chase for something here.
I think Ricky took the Ags.
Oh god,
dude, it's the AOE. Oh no, that's the talent. It's the getting in somebody else. Right?
You get inside them. Pocket Ricky. In my competitive games. in 2020. Wow, a lot of Aghanims now just come out for aggressive mode. Honestly, this hold is going to be so difficult from Chicken Fighters. They need a fight which is better than perfect for them. Unfortunately, that's not really possible.
The best thing I like about this Ricky Axe is it means he can get in somebody to escape as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about getting in to initiate. Where he has been using the tricks of the trade just to, like, keep himself still and to try and survive a little bit longer, he can use it in somebody else, like the Slada, and then just sprints out and runs away. They don't have great catch on this Radiant side, so it might take them by surprise.
It is still the same as it used to be, isn't it? Because Tricks of the Trade is an ultimate now, so...
Yes, yeah, I think so.
And then they go. Static Storm
the
comes
axe.
out onto Lone Druid. The Skidder just jumping forwards with the axe. He's a little bit out of position, though. Meanwhile, they managed to actually catch out the Slaughter there. I don't think Skylark surviving this one. Forced down to the low ground, and he will survive for now. Great use of the Force there just to slide him out of the base. And Saberlight, he's popped this ultimate. They're looking for the Shadow Fiend, but it's just a full-on disengage. And, oh no, another ultimate thrown to the wind from Chicken Fighters.
I really think they just have to wait for the next Static Storm now, honestly. I think there's no reason to rush this. I know Split's down, but I feel like the Static Storm's more important. And they need to make sure nobody stands next to this SF when he gets cursed. Well, that was a Ricky illusion.
Yeah. They're just blasting onto the high ground right now. Boromir doing what he wants, when he wants, however he wants to do it.
Radiant's middle tower
What is your
under
counterplay,
attack.
Chicken Fighters? What do you do? Impetus from the low ground from the inch. Meanwhile, Boromir turning around.
my
Supreme, my god. He tries to take some spells, tries to throw some right clicks Boromir's way, but it's just too much. Charlie, you got to be careful with his bear, man. It's half health already. Bear's going to have to go and heal up in the fountain for now. And they are watching their barracks die. They've only got one more left, and they'll be at top. Supreme turns Boromir into a chicken for the briefest of times. Meanwhile, the illusions from Ricky also coming out. Supreme jumps in as they go forwards onto Boromir here. Boromir, hello? Oh my goodness, he's just gone. Static Storm comes out, only really landing onto the Druid though. But in comes the Abyssal. The Bear's still alive though, fighting up into Boromir, but they force him back. In comes the ultimate, but cancelled out by the Winter's Curse. Beautifully done, but Supreme on the back line's going to get brought down, bites back into this one. Meanwhile, Chicken Fighters, they're trying to survey him, but the Satanic, keeping him alive. Boromir turning around, gets the ultimate off the fear, comes in, too much damage. So they go brought down, but Chicken Fighters, they are trying to buy back and regroup into this one. Saberlight on the run, and a pause comes out from the Lich as a DC from Supreme at the worst possible moment. What do you do? Lil with the BKB firing shots into whoever it is on the backlines there. It's actually, it's Saberlight who should be going down. I don't think there's any survival from him. Does he have a buyback? He does. This could still be a hold, but without any ultimates from them, it could be a difficult one. Can they make it happen? Can they do it? Chicken Fighters, we should be underway now. Supreme's back in the game. The unpause comes out. Saberlight, I don't think he's surviving this one, I'm afraid. Well, he's fine. He's got another split. He turns around into this one. They've actually got a chance to go here. Then comes a rock fly in the way of Skylight, but there's a full escape from aggressive mode. Skidder jumps in, though. They found Supreme. Supreme needs to get himself out the cold embrace, but it's going to get glimpsed back out of position here. They need to come in. They need to push back and save him, but they won't be able to do so. Supreme dies for a second time. Die back on him as Saberlight jumps up to the high ground. Flicker helping him out there a lot, but he does get picked off by one of those spears. Now a buyback from him as they try and get back into this one. They need to enable Charlie somehow. They need to enable his bear, but the damage coming out from Lil is pretty extreme as they blink around the place on Saberlight. Oh no, but there's the bash, looking him down, dead to rights. Chicken Fighters, their trip to China, their ticket being ripped up in front of their very eyes right now. And there's your good game. Well played. Chicken Fighters are gone, and it belongs to aggressive mode. They take the victory. They stomp Chicken Fighters out of the grand finals and clear through everybody today. 2-0. Lil, Boromir, Skidder, and the rest. Spartan, of course. They just destroyed them. The aggressiveness, the plays, the tempo, it was too much for the Chicken Fighters to handle today. And it will be aggressive mode, winning the EU qualifiers and securing their spot at the Hainan Invitational. That's pretty insane. This is a stack which formed just for this event, but they looked so damn good, just improving every day. I mean, you said it about Viking, but these guys as well, getting better every single day, and they do take the victory in the end.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm really excited to see how Boroniha does against other kind of opponents. It's like a next level up as well. Because he's been probably the big standout for me on this team. Obviously, Lil as well had a really good tournament too. But, I mean, great performance from all of them today. Especially in this game, I feel like Skier did a really good job on the Ricky. He didn't really wait for his diffuser blade to make plays on the map. He kind of went crazy, did his own thing, loads of kills in his lane at the start of the game. And kind of played around with this Brewmaster and Wyvern so much that they just fell behind in net worth as the game went on. And that's the problem with Brewmaster when you don't build this scaling item like a Midas, right? You kind of just fall off really quickly. And felt like his impact was very, very minimal.
Yeah, absolutely. And I kind of feel like they almost enabled the Skitter's gameplay. You know, he's